Hello and welcome. Dagnab, this is take number 3 on this. I know you don't care about that, but it's really annoying. I keep having technical problems that interfere with it, so I got to start all over again. Ugh. So, Exciting Comics number 1. There is excitement inside of it. It leads with this, and it's there. Like, proof is in the pudding, and the pudding has excitement. In fact, it's an exciting pudding, if you can imagine such a thing. We got Madame Mask on the cover, looking pretty awesome here with this red trench coat thing. Like I'm just thinking, some Carmen Sandiego madness. This is awesome. Also over here, a different art style. I think she's like punching through a banner of herself or something. I'm not really sure. Also, the Crimson Scorpion is on the cover, but not weirdly our lead story with Blackjack. Now we start out. Some gangsters are coming in. They're going to collect stuff from a bakery in Little Italy. You see the Little Italy up there. Also, kind of funny. Cover checklist. Because, you could just do a cover gallery, or you can have cover checklist. They chose cover checklist. On page 2, gangster goes off to investigate the knock on the door. Bam! He regrets it immediately. Immediately. Within moments of opening that door, she's done this roundhouse, upward spin kick thing to the dude. And he's probably going to need to go to the dentist after this. It's great. The art style here is fun. There's a little caricature-ish quality to it, a little cartoony quality to it, but it's great. You see it most strongly in the baker's face here. This is just a general bakery. Maybe he's just a confectioner. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Also his son's face. Hey, look where his eyes are going. Yeah. We see what's going on, artist. Maybe he's supposed to be looking up here, but he sure ain't. Not with where those eyes are looking. They're looking at that butt. And he thinks it's the greatest thing ever. Like, look, right there. That grin. Who can blame him? There's this whole poker chip scene after she drives him off, and it doesn't matter one bit. What does matter is we get another fight between her and the gangster. It's pretty good. This is most of the fight right here, and I'm going to skip ahead over all of the Black Scorpion stuff to the very last panel. Like, Elizibar, why are you skipping an entire story? Because I didn't like it. And I can't quantify why I didn't like it. So I can't point to this panel or that panel or something like that. But I was reading it. And much like the sun is going down outside right now, and thus I'm losing light second by second, I flipped over. My eyes went to the first page of that, which is like in ancient Egypt or something. And my eyes, they glazed over. Darkness came upon me. And it remained until I got to this final panel. And then I was like, that's kind of cool looking. Why wasn't that the first panel of the story? I'll tell you why. It's because this is going back to previous generation of comic books, and this story follows the same kind of structure a lot of those stories do. And honestly, despite me not really being into it, it's a perfectly fine story. It's okay. That's the strongest statement I can make for it either way. It's okay. Then we get here, Madame Mask. I'm like, is this a different style than she's drawn in on the cover? It's also a different costume. Is this false advertising? That's what was on my mind. Because flip over here. Imagine how cool that trench coat would look, like fluttering around and stuff everywhere. I do like some stuff about this costume. The knee and elbow pads, totally okay. She's got like satchel things hanging off of her belt so she can store stuff. Like, this is super practical. Oh, speaking of practical, hold on. We got to go back to Blackjack for a second. Sorry. I know we left. I like her costume. I don't think she needs the jacket. But on the other hand, it's also pretty practical because she can keep her car keys in here. She can totally keep her car keys in there, get around after she saved the day. Totally practical. I imagine that's where she's kept her car keys here. But she beats up some cops or whatever, makes her escape, and needs some cardio, you see. Yeah, she's kind of smarmy and snarky, and it's fine. It's fun. What else do you want from it? Boy, I'm just imagining, like, her on this motorcycle, the trench coat fluttering behind her. Wouldn't that have been really cool looking? So, while reading the story up until the last panel, I was thinking, There be some false advertising at work here. Fortunately, that last panel. Boom! There it is. So, Exciting Comics lives up to its name. It was apparently $1.99. I feel like I need to go look at my Antarctic Press invoice to double check that, because that seems crazy to me. It's on glossy. There's no advertising inside of this book. I'm not sure how they're making how they made any money off of this. Granted, they also probably only sold like 2,000 of them or something, but I don't know how anybody made any money on it, and that kind of hurts, you know. I want my comic book creators to make money. As for the book itself, it's an alright book. Like, if I had to put it on like a scale of 10, this is like a 6 out of 10. I really enjoyed the Blackjack story. The Black Scorpion story was just kind of there. The Madame Mask story, I was very distracted by the costume not being the costume on the cover up until the last panel, so I think that affected my enjoyment of it. 1 out of 3 stories ain't bad. Yeah, I think like a good. Like, okay, 5 is average in my scale. All right, so 5 is like average. So this is like a little above average. Like, I totally enjoyed it. Can I recommend you go out of your way and find it? I don't know. I have a problem with Antarctic Press books. My local shops don't normally stock them. So if I want an AP book, I either have to put it on my pull list, or I have to order from AP, which is what I did for this. It's what I did for this cover of Punchline, because my shop didn't get it in. What I did for this Nikolai Volkov comic, which I'm really looking forward to. And it's what I did for Plush, which I think I'm the only person in the world that's actually reading that book. So I could just pick this up and look at it. And I feel like this is the kind of book that you probably need to pick up and look at before you sit down and you plunk over your money for it. Because you're either going to be a little on the, yeah, it's all right kind of side, like me, or you're going to be in the, oh, this is awesome side. Because this Golden Age kind of storytelling, the unusual, the different pacing is going to appeal to you. Because all 3 of these stories are kind of origin-y stories. They feel that way. Even the first story with Blackjack, even though it's like 2 awesome fight scenes packed into 12 pages, it still feels like an origin story. An old school origin story, even. And that may not appeal to you. That may absolutely not appeal to you. If it does, I think you'll be in that yes camp. If it doesn't, I think you're going to be in the oh, I hate it camp. And if you're me, you're like, yeah, ain't bad. So take that for what it's worth. That's what I got to say about Exciting Comics #1. I don't know if I'm going to buy the next issue. That's where I'm at. Like, if it was in the store and I could flip through it, I probably would. But having to order it and pay shipping, that's a barricade to my success. You all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Even if you are subscribed, double check that you're subscribed, because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes you. And click on some things. There should be some stuff up here you can click on. There'll be some links in the description below you can click on. Follow me on social media. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. You have a great day. And until then, bye-bye.